Video games are an interdisciplinary art form that keeps evolving to bring unique experiences to its players. Essentially, what researchers and video game developers are mostly trying to do is innovate within the video game medium itself. We are four master students that therefore took the challenge to design and develop a prototype that aims to design for innovation. With the goal of the prototype, we set out to explore the notion of narrative intelligibility in an abstract environmental storytelling video game. The prototype created became a puzzle platformer in the likes of games such as Limbo and Little Nightmares. The innovative contribution within the game design was the core gameplay mechanic. The player could manipulate the world around them with a particle system inspired by Reynolds' flocking Boyd algorithm. We designed a narrative that was told through only its environment and its gameplay. The narrative revolves around a father who is grieving his daughter's death. The father refuses to come to terms with him not being able to control everything around him and prevent the inevitable death of his daughter. This results in him living in a dreamlike state, journeying through different stages of grief, solving puzzles by manipulating particles to control the world around him. Though the game is only in a prototypical state of play, an observational study was conducted to investigate narrative intelligibility between participants with different motivations to play video games. We split up the intended narrative into 4 distinct levels of understanding. A story about losing a loved one, a story about a parent who loses his child, a story about a parent who tries to escape the reality of his child being dead, and a story about a parent going through the stages of grief of losing his child. Through qualitative and quantitative data analysis, we could conclude that all participants across different player motivations did indeed understand the intended narrative from at least the lowest level of understanding. Furthermore, we received overwhelmingly positive feedback towards the narrative as well as the core gameplay of controlling particles. Specifically, players mentioned that they believe that the particles are unique and that it is something they would like to explore more with further refinements to the controls and behavior. Finally, from cross-examination of data, comparing players within our target player motivators, story and discovery, versus all other player motivators, we can see a tendency that the story and discovery players had more aligned results with the intended narrative than other player motivators. We therefore encourage future investigation into how different players with different motivations perceive video game narratives. To learn more about how we created the prototype and the observational study, we refer to the academic paper associated with the video.